It's a beautiful day today, and was able to get a nice start. Tried out this new brand of coffee that hadn't had before. It's a breakfast blend. That was pretty tasty. For those of you who don't drink coffee, don't start. If you don't need it, no point in adding it. But if you have it in your life already, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm all energized and ready to go. Have my perfect and beautiful dog with me. She's super cute. Changed my life, actually, getting a dog. I would highly recommend, because not only is it amazing to have really awesome companionship, but also there are proven medical health benefits from having pets, and specifically petting and stroking fur of an animal, like a cat or a dog, improves your heart health, your cardiovascular health. I mean, that's pretty cool. A little fringe benefit there. I had a appointment with my surgeon yesterday, and I found out two interesting things. So, excuse me, the first is that I do not want to get my hiatal hernia fixed. The risk of recurrence from getting that repaired, if you are wanting to lift anything, apparently, anything heavy, and you want to lift heavy frequently, which is my intent, apparently there's a higher recurrence rate, so I didn't want to risk that. And it really is nothing more than an inconvenience at the moment. I mean, it's just occasionally it's a little annoying, but it's never painful, so I'm not going to worry about it for right now. The other piece of news is that March 1st is when I am having surgery to fix my inguinal hernia, which is going to be awesome because that's been causing me a lot of pain. And so March 1st is going to be the start. I'm going to try and document as much as I can, as much as I'm allowed, in the hospital. I'm going to see if I can't get a little bit of help, because it would be really cool just to be able to document the experience, and I want to show you what I can of that, because it's pretty cool, but also it's part of it, right? If you have gone through extreme changes in your body and developed hernias or whatever, like this kind of surgery is what you have to look forward to. I mean, and it's a lot better than it was, like I said before in a previous video. It's a lot safer now, and the recovery time is a lot better, and yeah, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, just about 2.5, 3 weeks away, something like that. So that'll be exciting. Unfortunately, that means about 6 weeks before I can pick up anything more than 10 pounds. And then I'll be able to walk from day one. I won't feel like walking from day one, but I'll be able to, and then it'll be unrestricted cardio by a couple of weeks type of thing. So no backpack for a while after that, but that'll be cool because you'll be able to see the other things that you can do to help increase the exertion in your day that I'm going to do as part of just going through my regular. So I won't be able to lift more than 10 pounds at a time, and that's key. No, that's key, because you can have 5 pounds extra on your chest, and then put 5 pounds on your waist, and then say 5 pounds in a backpack, and that's 15 total, but you picked up 5 at a time, and you only have 15 extra on your body that you're carrying, and you're not exerting. Anyways, not medical advice. Do not try this, what I'm intending to do, or what I've done previously, but yeah, I'm not planning on picking up a lot of weight or anything, but I am planning on making even my cardio and my walks and stuff at least slightly weight assisted. right? Like at least 5-10 pounds, something like that. I mean, I don't want to injure myself, and I don't want to mess up the surgery, but I also don't want to stagnate, and I don't want to stop, and I don't want to rest for longer than I absolutely need to, because I know myself. If I do that type of thing, then I'll end up going back into bad habits, going into laziness, right? I don't want to be procrastinating. I don't want to be lazy. I want to be productive and active. And Eva, here. So it's important to me that I feel like I'm at least progressing, even though I know I need to take it easy after having surgery. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I have a plan and that I have the ability to act on that plan in order to resolve a problem. Not everyone has that opportunity for some of the practical issues they're experiencing. Like, okay, I heard this recently. I don't know if this is... I don't know the exact numbers, I'll put it that way, because I don't know the percentages wise, but I heard it was something like almost half or a lot of the world's blindness is fixable in a 10 or 15 minute operation. Like super, not even operation, like procedure. Operation makes it sound more than it's a procedure. It's a 15 minutes and then they're no longer blind. The only reason I heard about this is because apparently some dude set up a thing where he filmed 1,000 people, or it was 1,000 people had this procedure done, and I guess there was some whatever craziness because this guy, I guess people were questioning if he was doing it for personal gain, which I watched a video from some commentators who were talking about this situation, and I agree with them. They were saying that it doesn't matter. Who cares? Who cares what the motivation was? 1,000 people can see who couldn't see before. So I don't think they care, right? I don't think they care if the person who helped them made money from it. So I agree with the YouTube creators, or the people I'm referencing. Their station is called Abba and Preach. I really like... so, to be fair, not all of their stuff is like super deep or intellectual or on really important topics. Like some of it's really lighthearted fluff stuff. You know what I mean? Like there's this like kind of like dating game show thing with a box and a button, and it's really awkward and weird. But like they'll do videos about that, right? But then they'll also do videos about stuff like weight loss, body positivity movement, and you know, a lot of the hypocrisy and frustrations around that type of stuff. And you know, they'll talk about a lot of the social things. Like they don't shy away from harder topics, which I like. And that's why I like watching their videos even still. I mean, it's been a few years now that, since I stumbled across their channel. But anyways, I agree with their take. I think it's really cool that, you know, who cares if the end result is that they're no longer blind. Yeah, I was reflecting a little bit on what I was talking about the other day about motives, and how in my search for trying to figure out some answers or things that I could do with all the frustration or all of the fear, anxiety, all of the negative emotion that's constantly getting shoved in our faces, and I didn't feel like I had a good way to deal with or a good outlet to channel that towards. And no one really had practical answers, right? I don't know what you want to call it. I think I was inspired to take the actions that I've taken, and you can call that God, or you can call that intuition, or you can call that the universe, or you can call that whatever you want. I don't care. Similar to the, you know, once being blind and now being able to see, I don't really care where it came from. I care about the fact that now I enjoy being alive and I enjoy doing things that I didn't used to, and I care about the results, and I care about I care now. I care. And I didn't. At least, I mean, I cared about other people, but I didn't care about my future. I didn't care about what happened. I mean, if I died, oh well, that was my attitude. I got life insurance, so my sister will be taken care of, so I don't have to worry. There'll be a positive from my death, and that's the way I looked at it. But that's a horrible way to go through life if you don't care about being alive. If you don't care about trying to make the most of it, then what's the point of being here? And it took me way too long to figure out that the point of being here is to move forward rather than stagnate, to improve and to experience and to love and to show compassion and to help. And that, in a way, in life, we're all in a three-legged race, whether we know it or not. And it's not enough to be really good on your own, to be really fast on your own, if you don't help those around you be successful too. Now I know that this is not a perfect one-to-one example there, but I feel like there's a lot of truth to the idea that success in anything that isn't shared and passed along is somewhat wasted. If you find a way out of a bad situation and you don't share that for the next person who's in that bad situation, then you've done a disservice, right? Anyways, I don't think that what I've gone through or experienced is unique, but good morning. I want to try and share what's been successful for me, what's helped me, and if possible, I can make it so that somebody else maybe doesn't trip in something that they would have tripped in. That's not a big life-changing deal, but it's something that maybe stops someone from slipping up. I know in my life I've had the experience of learning from multiple examples, both good and bad. I've been blessed with amazing examples of what it's like to be a good father, be a good mother, be, family oriented and focused. I've had great examples of sacrifice and love that I've seen in my life. And then, thankfully not in my immediate family, but I've had examples of abject misery and failure and people who doubled down on a wrong path and it ended up making them miserable, sometimes for the rest of their life. And I don't want that to be me. Now, I took a bit of a different path than most of my siblings, them all being married with children and me not being that, but they've all been amazing examples. And none of them have taken the exact same path either, which is really sort of inspiring because it proves that there's more than one way to sort of make that recipe work. And I like that. I think that's pretty cool. And I think one of the things that I've appreciated most recently is the fact that I've had great examples of my family still being strong and showing love and doing those things that make me admire them, despite the fact that they've been given a lot of reason to have challenge and an excuse to change that. That makes me proud. But then again, I love my family and I'm biased, so, grain of salt, of course. But they're pretty cool people. And it's cool to see people still hold true to what they espouse. They still hold true to their values, what they believe and they say they believe. It's cool to see people still hold true to that when stuff gets tough, when it's difficult, right? So that's pretty cool. Proud of my family for that. I'm working on being better about that myself. I want to be able to be strong even when it's very difficult times, right? So that's part of what this is all about as well, right? Is force yourself to do hard things, and you'll be able to do hard things. I paused because I didn't want to mess up the audio. I wanted you all to share this moment with me, and normally on these walk and talks, I've noticed there's a lot of squeaking from my backpack and a lot of interrupted noise, so hope you stick around. As I progress, the quality of this is going to get better, but for right now, I'm just on my phone, and I'm just sharing thoughts as they come to me, and I'm going throughout my daily routine, and I hope the biggest thing that maybe that I can share from this is the fact that every single day you strap on your backpack, whatever your backpack is, right? You strap it on, and you keep going. I believe in you. You can do this. You can get it done. I was about as low as I can imagine in regards to ability and energy and strength, and if I can fight my way back, then you can fight your way back from where you are too. And if you need help with that, if you need words of encouragement, if you know, if you have questions, let me know. You can hit that little business email icon thing in the about for the channel and shoot me an email. I'd be happy to reply and let you know what works for me and what I'm doing. But don't be a stranger, and don't feel like you're alone. You know, you're down there, but you're not alone. There's plenty of other people down there too. It's just so dark, it's difficult to realize that it's very crowded. But everyone's looking for a way out. I found mine. Maybe it's the same for you. Maybe it'll help you find your own, but let's do it. We can do it together. Anyhow, hope you have a great rest of your morning. This is a little bit longer video than I normally do, but I wanted to go into this topic a little bit more. Anyhow, hope your day's awesome. Don't forget, drink water. Drink some more. You're probably not drinking enough. Here we go. Gonna burn some calories. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you have an awesome rest of your day.